Alright everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create this exact footprint chart. You've probably seen it before and maybe even wondered how people set it up. The good news is that it's actually much easier than it looks. Just follow along with everything I do and by the end of this video you'll have the exact same setup. So let's start from the very beginning. Right now, let's assume you have nothing except a regular 1-minute chart on your screen. This is exactly where everyone starts, and we're going to transform it step by step. The very first thing we need to do is change the chart type. Instead of using a traditional time-based chart, we're going to switch to a range-based chart. This is one of the biggest improvements you can make because it allows price action to become much more consistent and much easier to read. To do that, go to Chart, then open Chart Settings. After that, find Bar Period Type. By default, it's probably set to a time interval, like 1 minute. Click on it and change it to Range per Bar, standard in ticks. Once you've selected it, simply click Apply and then OK. You'll immediately notice that your chart looks completely different. Instead of candles constantly changing size depending on time, every single candle now represents the exact same amount of price movement. That means the chart becomes much cleaner, much more organized, and in my opinion, it's far easier to analyze. Personally, I almost never use regular time-based charts anymore because range-based charts do a much better job of filtering out unnecessary noise and helping you focus on what price is actually doing. Now that we've changed the chart type, it's time to add the footprint itself. Open the Analysis menu and then click on Studies. Inside the list of available studies, search for numbers bars. Once you find it, select it, click Add, then click Apply. At this point, your chart should look something like this. And yes, it probably looks like an absolute mess right now. There are numbers everywhere, the candles look strange, and honestly, it doesn't make much sense at first glance. Don't worry, that's completely normal. Everyone's chart looks like this the first time they add numbers bars. The important thing is that we've installed the correct study. Right now, it's just using the default settings, and those defaults aren't very useful for actual trading. In the next steps, we're going to customize everything together. We'll clean up the chart, change the colors, adjust what information is displayed, remove everything we don't need, and make it look exactly like the professional footprint setup you've probably seen before. Alright, let's get started. Before we begin changing all the settings, there's one important thing you need to remember, because you'll be doing this over and over again. Anytime you want to change something on your footprint chart, the process is always the same. Go to Analysis, then Studies, select Numbers bars from the list, and click Settings. That's where every customization we're going to make is located. Once you remember that, everything else becomes very straightforward. Just keep following along exactly as I do. Let's start with the first section. Find column 1, Numbers bars, text, and change it to bid volume, ask volume. This setting allows us to display both the bid volume and the ask volume inside every single candle, which is exactly what we want for a proper footprint chart. Next, leave background type set to full background. We don't need to change anything here. Then move down to text coloring method and change it to based on diagonal dominant, side ask volume bid volume percentage. This setting is what makes the footprint much more informative. Instead of every number having the same color, the text will now automatically change based on the imbalance between buyers and sellers on the diagonal. It makes aggressive buying and selling stand out instantly, so you can spot important areas without having to manually compare every single number. And one more important reminder, don't forget to click Apply every single time you change something. It's a small step, but it's easy to forget. If you don't click Apply, the changes won't appear on your chart, and you might think you have done something wrong. Alright, now for the next step. We're going to change all of the middle colors in these columns to black, leaving only the very top and the very bottom colors unchanged. The reason we're doing this is simple. By turning those middle colors black, we eliminate a lot of unnecessary visual noise. Instead of your eyes being distracted by dozens of different colored values, your attention is drawn only to the strongest order flow imbalances. This makes the footprint much cleaner and much easier to read. The most significant buying and selling pressure will immediately stand out, allowing you to identify important areas much faster without having to scan every single number inside the candle. Now let's move on to the next section. For the next 4 settings under column 2, we'll use the following options in order. For the first setting, select No Text. For the second, choose Ask Bid Difference Profile. And for the third, select based on Ask Volume Bid Volume Percentage. Once that's done, we need to adjust the color scale. Simply follow along and copy the colors I'm using. The idea here is very straightforward. As the colors move farther away from the center, they should become progressively darker. This creates a visual gradient that makes the information much easier to interpret. The purpose of this is to show the strength of the volume delta on the right side of each candle. The larger the delta, the darker the color will appear. The smaller the delta, the lighter the color will be, indicating that it's less significant. This creates an intuitive visual hierarchy. Instead of reading every value individually, you'll be able to recognize strong buying or selling pressure almost instantly just by looking at the intensity of the colors. It makes reading the footprint much faster and allows the most important imbalances to stand out immediately. Now we're going to skip the entire column 3 section, including all of its color settings. We simply don't need any of those options for this setup, so there's no point wasting time configuring something we won't use. Just scroll down until you reach the open and close marker style section. Here, change the setting to candlestick outline. As soon as you do that, you'll notice that the footprint starts looking much more like a traditional candlestick chart. Personally, I find this much easier to read because you still get all of the order flow information while keeping the familiar candle shape that most traders are used to. Right below that, you'll see 2 more settings related to the outline. For both of them, select column 1. Find the settings that control the bullish and bearish candle outlines and change them to your preferred green and red colors, just like I'm doing here. Keeping the classic green for bullish and red for bearish color scheme lets you instantly recognize whether a candle closed higher or lower without having to think about it. Once you've finished changing the colors, click Apply, and your chart should now start looking much cleaner and much closer to the final setup. Next, find the minimum font size setting and change it to 10. Just above that, you'll find a very important setting called Bid Volume Ask Volume Text Delimiter. This setting controls the character that separates the bid and ask volume values inside each price level. You're completely free to use whatever symbol you prefer here. Personally, I use the letter X because I think it looks clean and is easy to read. However, there isn't a right or wrong choice. I've seen plenty of professional traders use a vertical bar or other symbols instead. Next, find the column 1% compare threshold section and change the values to 1, 2, and 3. This is another very important setting because it determines when Sierra chart will highlight volume imbalances. By using values of 1, 2, and 3, the platform will only apply the green and red highlights when the difference between the bid and ask volume reaches 100%, 200%, or 300%, respectively. This filters out a lot of insignificant activity and removes unnecessary visual noise from the chart. Finally, find the candlestick outline width setting. This controls how thick the candle outline appears on the chart. Feel free to experiment with different values until you find something you like. Personally, I usually keep mine at 2 or 3 because I think it provides the best balance between visibility and a clean overall appearance. Once you've finished all of these changes, don't forget to click Apply before moving on. Now for the final adjustment. Find the setting called Spacing Adjustment Value. We're going to increase this value slightly to create a little more space between each footprint candle. Right now they're sitting too close together and tend to blend into one another, making the chart feel crowded and a bit harder to read. Feel free to experiment with the value until you find a spacing that looks comfortable to you. I personally set this to 20, and that's it. Your footprint chart is now fully configured. If you found this tutorial helpful, let me know what other Sierra chart or order flow tutorials you'd like to see in the future. I'll be happy to make more videos covering advanced setups, trading techniques, and other useful features. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.